Hey everybody, DandyAss here, and today we play more Doki Doki Literature Club. So we're about to find out what poem writing's all about. Pick words, time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, I gotta pick words. Okay, it's just a word thing. Okay. Fear. Honestly, I like Yuri just because she's a fan of the fantasy element and she likes horror. I love fantasy and horror, so I guess I'm gonna aim to her. Fear. Vertigo, childhood. Horror. No, adventure. Yeah, why the hell not? Adventure. Journey. Why not? Socks. Whistle. Melody. Milk. A poem about horror, adventure, and milk. In the latest Legend of Zelda video game, you play a cow. So, oh shit, I want to write about suicide. No, that's just dark. Dark as fuck. Whisper, I guess. I don't know. Headphones, anxiety. I wonder what this does. Does it actually write a poem at the end of this? Because that'd be really cool. Intellectual. Why not? Disarray. Cheer. Rose. Giggle. Play. Captive sugar. Ambient. Variance. Ambience. I like ambience. Ambience is fun. Vacation. Disoriented. Marshmallow. Marshmallow. The horror adventure marshmallow with milk. Ooh, massacre. Okay, anything. Whenever I find anything with horror. Oh, I'm realizing they're jumping. Is that a clue? When I hit something, does it actually show something that actually works well with them? I don't know. Climax. Oh yeah, okay, so I think when I pick something that one of them likes, it makes them jump. So, okay, it's interesting. Death. Oh, she wasn't the one who liked that one. Okay. Scars and marriage. Oh my gosh. Okay. Special pop color. Fireflies. Yay, fireflies. Okay, I just picked that randomly. Ribbon, game, Smith, unending, destiny, raindrops, email, landscape. Landscape. Yay. Okay. Skipping, strawberry, defeat, embrace, unstable feather, poof, smiles, friends. Who's friends? Oh, it's her. Okay, yeah, it seems that all my options are totally isolating Natsuki. Never be friends with the bitch. Ever. Never marry the bitch. Your life will become a bitch. Tears, bouncy, kitty, bliss, empty, Doki Doki. Doki Doki. What does that even mean anyway? What the fuck does Doki Doki mean? I don't know. Okay, bliss, empty, Doki Doki. I pick. Oh, that was hers. Okay. Playground, grief, disaster. Yay, disaster. I'm gonna write a horror story about Doki Dokis and marshmallows. Milk. I should make myself laugh so hard. Okay. Heartbeat cage, philosophy. Yay, I like philosophy. Actually, I really do. Philosophy's pretty cool. Misfortune, effulgent, extreme. Misfortune. She likes all that stuff. That's interesting. Bubbles. Bubble. Comfort. Misery. Covet. Valentine. Oh, okay. Judgment. Together. Vivacious. Ooh, that's a fun word. That's a really good word. Judgment. Any dream. Vivacious. Why not? Frightening. I like it. Yes, all the horror themes. Okay. Alright, hi again, DandyAss. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, DandyAss. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. My headset feels off. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Yeah, that's right. Give it to me, bitch. Sari told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Well, yes, but I didn't know there were so many chicks in these clubs. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. DandyAss always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. You know what? That is the first true statement about me in relation to this game. If I'm having fun, I put my full ass into it. My full dandy ass. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so... sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and DandyAss can become good friends too. What the fuck? My phone vibrated. Someone's trying to contact me and I don't know who it is, but I think it's maybe my family saying, hey, we're going to bed. I'm playing late right now. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Well, what is it? Never mind. When you're so bashful, the eyes vanish. Sorry, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Sorry, made it sound that's hurt. Sorry, makes it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read, and we could, you know, discuss it if you want. Oh my gosh. How is this girl accidentally being so... Because she's trying so hard to flirt, and she doesn't know how. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Well, Yuri, thank you. I will definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. The cutscene, back to the same thing. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious. How come you have two... how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I shopped at the bookstore yesterday... That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Just accidentally. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Ooh, Markov, this is about Evolve. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Okay. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it?
You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Shit, did I choose to be buddy-buddy with like the secretly goth and terrifying chick? Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, DandyAss?
Oh no, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling on, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
Oh, I really don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. At least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Oh, you don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I'd put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yep.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
Sorry. It's I don't want. It's just something I'm not very used to.
Oh my gosh, the writing in this is just, oh my gosh.
That is reading in company with someone. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's just with someone. No. She got the hots for this DandyAss right here.
Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
All right.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I thought someone was coming to my door. I'm trying not to be too loud, but, you know, it is 10:30 at night. Sorry. I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Just cut here. Here, this should work, right? I side my desk and tilt up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
She timidly closes her own copy. This is what she wanted all along. She's just playing the shy card just to get me to do all this. Make it sound like it's my idea. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Oh, I guess it's this way then. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Oh, here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah! I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page. Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Eh?
To turn the page.
Ah! Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted. Really? Really, did you now? I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. I pretty much sat there and said, why do you keep apologizing? You don't have to keep apologizing. I guess that makes me patient? Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the pages. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side. She catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But DandyAss, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Oh, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it's just kind of cute.
Ah. What are you saying all of a sudden?
Oh, come on, you weren't asking for this. Don't tell me.
Okay, everyone, mood killer! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other.
We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Oh, it's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way, which means
please wait. Come on, listen. This girl is asking for it. This is. I'm sorry, this is funny to me. This is really funny. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
All right. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Excuse me, my goodness.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who shall I show my poem to first? Come on, who do you think? The whole thing was written so that way Yuri would enjoy it. So yes, I show it to Yuri. So I should start with her. I could trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads a poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? Eyes reappear. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Giggle. I'm not even gonna try. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. Yeah, right, she's just impressed beyond belief. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. Had to look for one. Just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Right. That's as specific as we're going to be. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. Okay, so she did go to a little bit. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. She just needs more confidence in herself. Now, so pouting, I said in the last video, pouting is not exactly the sexiest thing. Confidence, that's sexy. Just for all the women out there, confidence is sexy. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. She knows. She knows. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Interesting. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. I could read it. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I'm just a stupid. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Wasn't too short.
I usually write longer poems.
Oh, not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest. I suppose I'm gonna get some fucked up shit from her later.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Who? What the fuck is that? Is that a giggle? What is that? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, DandyAss.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But I remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh? She always sounds surprised. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah.
If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
Think so?
Yes, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best, DandyAss.
Me too. Give me a hug.
Oh my gosh, okay. I'm pushing my time for this one too. These are going to be long episodes. I apologize. This is a good poem, DandyAss. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
Yeah, I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Because she's always happy. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Gee, thanks. Just reminds me how you're really a part of the club now. That was the main point. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. She's saying that?
Well, of course.
Yeah, I don't know if she was actually supposed to be saying that, or if it's like implying that's what she's thinking to me. But I don't think they had to tell me that. I mean, it is so clear. I keep hearing that door. I think they're just opening and closing doors out in the hallway. I'm sorry I keep looking. It's like, they're coming to get me any moment. They're after me. But no. But yeah, they really didn't have to actually, like, explain that to me. I mean, it's so clear this girl has got the hots for me.
I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do.
Well, thanks, Sayori.
I love the pause there.
I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yeah. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Shit. Yep, you're right. Okay, no, for real now. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. That's a fun way to put it. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Oh, don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I guess
I look forward to it. Alright, who's the next one? What the hell? Let's show to Natsuki. She's gonna hate it.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Oh shit. That's a little sad. You can see what they're talking about here. I don't know, that's... Yeah.
I told you weren't gonna like it. It's a little... That seems to almost imply a bit of past history there. I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style shouldn't make your message any less valid.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, and that's a very fair point. It was simple, but boy, did it made a statement. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing, is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
And that's what it means to be a pro. And that tooth appears. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, I won't take that away from her. Alright. Monica. Show me your athletic opinion.
Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I will keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up, because it's a girl. It's a girl. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yes, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, DandyAss. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. That pose always makes me laugh. I don't know why, because it looks like she's posing specifically for me. The other ones seem natural. That does not look like a natural pose someone would take. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing is full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much. Oh, wait. I think that was my line. Oh, well, don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things. A lot. 4 different things. Yeah, probably not. The psychological horror's gotta jump in here eventually.
It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
I have my turn. I'm doing it too.
Anyway, do you want me to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, it's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
That was what was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. I keep hearing sounds. I don't want to wake anyone up. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand. Go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles, sadly.
What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. While I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And DandyAss did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. I'm not liking picking Yuri as a friend as time goes on. She's looking like she's got some of her own problems. I thought she was just like a little hidden nerd, but no, she's a little hidden snoot. And DandyAss liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. The boing sound effects. Bing, bong. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous DandyAss appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? You that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overtly cutesy. Oh, she's a bitch. Oh, what a bitch. Is everyone okay? Oh, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew with... Nope, we're getting into this fight now. It can't be a manga anime style thing without bringing this up. Magically grew a size bigger as soon as DandyAss started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. DandyAss, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. When she'd get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? I actually agree with that. I like simple poetry on a personal level. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right?
How'd I get caught in the middle of this?
Well...
How'd I get dragged into this in the first place? Damn it, Sayori! You bitch! It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Well, you know, this is realistically what I would do. Help me, Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori.
Eh?
Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Andy, well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
How dare you have feelings when we're the one fighting?
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends.
The guitar music, I love it.
I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Glad to know someone's paying attention. I'm not even saying it. This is why I need like my own private recording room where no one else can hear me, so I can yell stuff like that out loud and not have people knocking the door going, Jacob, stop it. I am running so over time. They both cry, Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off.
Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing.
So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica, this is why Sayori is vice president. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me.
Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious. She knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Oh, I'm sure I'll get my chance.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. DandyAss, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. I keep feeling drafts of wind. I'm losing my mind. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a little better impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself. Newfound determination.
DandyAss, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Aww. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Yeah? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that.
You brought a dude into the equation. Women can't resist the dandy.
I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Whew. You know, DandyAss, it's nice I get to spend time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's... the giggles. I kind of want to imitate the giggles, but I don't want to hurt everyone's ears because y'all are going to hate it. You would hate my giggle. I have the worst giggle. Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. I've caught on. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there with everyone? This guy's aspirations may be bigger than even I want to handle right now. I have no interest in any harem concepts. Mew. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay. So anyways, I am so flipping over time, but I'm going to end this episode here and pick up next time. I am waiting for all the dark shit to happen. I know it's got to be happening soon. I don't know when, but I am going to try to keep these episodes as short as possible. It's kind of weird to break up middle, so I'll probably just have to do one day, one sequence each time. If you guys have any recommendations for how to pace this, and obviously for any edits, ways I can edit this in the future to make it more fun to watch, where we just get to the good parts, or if you want to see everything, definitely let me know in the comments, and I'll modify it as need be, because, you know, watching a video that's nearly an hour long has got to be exhausting. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up there, so thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, share with a friend, and I will catch you guys later.